Ed, what are you doing? You have a class to teach. Take these headphones off. I know they're the Sony headphones with the bass kick. Let's get to the lesson. Chapter 2. Did you read it? It's out of sight. Audience analysis and listening, and those things go hand in hand. Before I started today's session, I shaved with my barber saw. Got a really good shave with Gillette shaver too. And I put on some Old Spice Pure Sport antiperspirant. So come on in here. Come on in. Preview what's in chapter 2, audience analysis and listening. Number 1, the importance of audience analysis. What is that? Number 2, demographic audience analysis. Is race and culture and ethnicity a part of that? How about gender? Number 3, psychographic audience analysis. What's psychographics? I know that in social media strategy, executives use that. How about public speaking? Then listening in public settings. So come on in here, lean on in. I have some good goodies for you today. Number 1, the importance of audience analysis. That's the first thing. You select a topic that's tailor designed to fit the needs of the audience in this class. In other instances, you'll be assigned a certain subject matter, and you have to do the research and tailor the messages to fit the needs of certain audiences. So let's define audience analysis, since that is public speaking 101. You do not want to give a speech without analyzing the audience. So, audience analysis, examining and looking at your audience first by its demographic characteristics and internal psychological traits. So, what's in that? What's in audience analysis? We got situational audience analysis, we got demographic audience analysis, we got terms like psychographics. So let's define demographic characteristics. That's a psychological profile of your audience. Outward characteristics of the audience. We're going to break this down. So age is a factor. That should dictate my message to some extent and how I frame arguments and support main ideas. Number 2 is race, ethnicity, and culture. Don't stereotype people. Number 3, gender. Men and women communicate differently. Men tend to be a little more logical. Women tend to be a little more emotional. 4th, religious backgrounds. We don't want to be offensive to somebody who's a born-again Christian. How about atheists in the audience? Have you given that some thought? Or people who are agnostic, on the fence about whether or not God exists? Number 5, group affiliation. Number 6, region. Number 7, occupation. If we're geared toward occupation, we can use some jargon, whether it's a police department or a hospital staff. Number 8, education. That's key. And last but not least, sexual orientation. We do not want to stereotype or demean or condemn people based on their sexual orientation, all right? So that's demographic audience analysis. Let's turn to psychographic characteristics. Let me define psychographics, a fancy term. Inner characteristics of the audience, beliefs, attitudes, needs, and values. What is your opinion on interracial dating? What do you think about people who are homosexual or bisexual? Let me define values, goals we strive for, and what we consider desirable and important. Let's define need or needs, important deficiencies that we are motivated to fulfill. So, audience analysis and listening go hand in hand. Let's turn our attention to listening in public speaking or listening in public settings. So, there are 4 types of listening: empathetic, appreciative, comprehensive, and critical. Empathetic listening is to listen to provide support for a speaker. Appreciative listening is listening for pleasure and enjoyment. Comprehensive listening is listening to understand. Critical listening is listening to accept or reject the message. So you have an audience, you have a message. You do want to tailor design your message to fit their needs. We do not want to stereotype people. We need to understand who's in the audience, men versus women. Is occupation something we should zero in on? How about educational background and their level of understanding about your subject matter? Experts say you can enhance your listening by up to 100% if you do 2 things: listen for main points and supporting evidence. Listening is a language of love. It's the ultimate form of respect you can give another individual. So there are some barriers to listening. People's smartphones are distracting. Audience members talking when you're trying to give a speech. There's so many things that could be a barrier to effective listening that we need to be aware of and adjust for. So what have we covered today? Our review. We talked about the importance of audience analysis. Number 2, we talked about demographic audience analysis. Sexual orientation was in there, gender, age, race, religious orientation. Number 3, psychographic audience analysis, beliefs, attitudes, lifestyle choices. And last but not least, listening in public settings. Listen, I had some fun with you today. Continue to rise up and make it look like magic. Take care.